Today, just got done working my steps. I got a sponsee working the AA program.
We're very fortunate here in Sonoma County to cooperate and join with Department of Health Services to offer an in-custody, research-based drug alcohol rehab program. We're one of the very few jails in the state of California that offers this opportunity for inmates, and it allows them to start their treatment while incarcerated before they're released to the community, where they can continue on the services and continue what they've learned once released. The big challenge, of course, is always getting people to see that they really need this service. They have to request it. It can't come from mom or dad or brother or sister on the outside saying, I want my son, daughter, family member to attend GED, to attend drug alcohol rehab. The inmate has to request it.
In June of last year, we began the Women's Starting Point program, and I'd like to introduce one of the first participants in that program.
I was an addict most of my adult life, all of my adult life, and I was so consumed with getting high that I never realized that life has so many great things to offer until I came in here. And somebody said the other day that you hit bottom when you stop digging, and that was so true for me, and I really stopped digging once I got in here.
The Sheriff's Department is really committed to providing all types of opportunities for inmates. Our goal is to make sure people come through the door once and don't come back. What they can do differently in their lives. It's just not about not drinking and not using again. It's about following the law and getting a driver's license and getting a job and participating in society and getting up in the morning.
The people that are in the Starting Point program are not bad people. They've made bad choices. And when they make those choices and they become addicted to these substances, they are different than who they are when they're in custody and they're not on these drugs. They're not committing crimes and stealing and conducting violent acts when they're not under the influence. All those things are reduced. So you're actually reducing the number of crimes that are being committed by these people not recidivating.
We have had 1,000 inmates participate in this program to date, and our recidivism rate is about 39% compared to the national average of about 68%. And commissary sales, phone sales, all that money that the inmates spend while they're in jail incarcerated goes back into programs. So very little of the county's money is actually being spent on programs. It does give the inmates something to do. It provides them a resource, a way to spend their time, but it does have a magnified effect on the family. When you're released and you now have your GED and you know how to write a resume and you can get a job, then you can contribute to society.
I've been out of Turning Point for a couple of months. I live with a couple of guys in recovery. It ain't easy. There's no pink cloud for me, man. It's work. You know, it's work paying the bills. It's work putting groceries on the table. It's work dealing with the wreckage of my life, but I'm doing it sober.
The AMA described alcoholism and thus addiction as a primary illness, and I firmly believe that that's true. No one chooses to be addicted to anything, but once we have the information, once we are offered a solution, do have a responsibility to make use of that information, to make use of the help that's offered us.
And when I got busted, I lost my daughter again. And that was really hard.
You know, no self-esteem, just feeling really ugly. I think all I had to hold on to was like a glimmer of hope, you know, that maybe there's a better way.
This exercise has two different parts. So the first part is the actual physical part of it. The second part is actually going to be a debriefing of it, which means that we're going to talk about what we got from this exercise, all right?
We're really big here at Starting Point on the idea that we want to create an environment, not only is it safe for these men and women to like share their feelings, but then to deal with that on a daily basis. And I want to be consistent in my behavior when I deal with these men. So sometimes I make unfavorable choices that's better for the Starting Point community, and I have to do that, and they respect that.
I'm gonna be able to walk it out somehow.
A lot of our clients are estranged from their family and friends, and when that happens, they come to Starting Point and they're allowed to not only feel for the first time, but get the services that are needed.
Every day when I leave, I get to go out and play and do whatever I want, wherever I want, you know. And I'm in control of myself now, and I like that.
we create a culture of respect, and we're changing the culture of jail. We're redefining what jail means, that it doesn't have to be a macho place, it doesn't have to be a dangerous place, that we can incorporate some of those humanistic ideas. I think our goal is to get these people who on drugs are less than human to become more human, and one way to do that is to share the human side and allow that to be all right in a safe environment.
Put down the through, right there.